Lights Out is in theaters July 22nd, and from the trailers it looks like another of the common horror films that follows all the genre tropes and is loaded with just cheap jump scares, but they say looks can be deceiving, so is there a chance this film can actually build some genuine tension with a strong story? Let's find out. Lights Out is directed by David S. Sandberg. It stars Teresa Palmer, Gabriel Bateman, and Maria Bello. So this story follows Rebecca, played by Teresa Palmer. As a child, she was haunted by this evil spirit. It almost overtook her life, but she was able to overcome it. Years have passed, and now her younger brother is starting to show signs of being haunted by this same entity. She has no choice but to help him, and along the way she will look for answers and try to figure out what is going on behind this, and it leads her to her mother, who is possessed by this spirit and may have something to do with where this spirit came from. I didn't really have the highest of expectations for this movie. I didn't think it was going to bring me anything new at all. It looked like just another of the endless string of common horror movies that fill the theaters. There's already been a few of them this year, so I was assuming this was just going to be another one, but I was actually wrong. This was actually a really fun movie. It was an entertaining movie, and it was able to use a very ominous, shadowing presence in a very effective way to keep myself and the rest of the audience on edge. The special effects were never overdone. It used this premise of keeping the lights on and off and how the spirit would use that and manipulate that in a very effective way. It created some very genuine jump scares. None of them felt cheap. And the cast was solid. Usually in movies like this, the acting isn't always that great, but Teresa Palmer was solid in her role. She created a likable, connectable character. Young Gabriel Bateman was also very good in his role. He was a likable character. You can buy these two as siblings. The theater was full for this screening, and the audience was engaged. The scenes that wanted to did deliver suspense and fright, and as the end credits rolled, it got a hefty applause from everyone. There was nothing extremely unique about this film, but for the genre, it did a lot of things very well. Maria Bello was convincing in her role, and while Alexander DiPersia did overact at times, his character was a fun addition, and he had some engaging moments, as well as some unintentionally comical ones as well. The story kept a swift pace. It never veered from what it wanted to be. It was much more entertaining than I thought it was going to be, and I'm going to have to give Lights Out a solid B. And this movie is definitely worth checking out. The audience in the theater was very connected to it. They really had a good time watching it. This film took itself seriously. It wanted to make a very solid horror film, and it was effective in doing so. And that's really all I have to say about Lights Out, guys. I definitely recommend checking it out. It's going to be out next weekend in theaters. Go see it. It's going to be a fun time. If you've already seen it, let me know what you thought in the comments below. As always, here's some links you can click on to some other reviews. And don't forget, if you like videos like these and you'd like to see more, you can always subscribe. I'm Anthony. This is the SilverScreen Analysis, and I'll see you guys at the movies.